everyone. I was just making that comment. The general manager walked in, Mr. Morris Enoch. Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Joe. Nice to be here.
Good morning, sir.
Fantastic to be on the set. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you very much.
Looking good too.
Thank you very much, sir. And I must also commend you for making this possible, opening the studios for the Cross River State by-election.
Well, it's one of the things that we have to do as media. We've got to ensure that, one, we cover the current political happenings, and two, we must also commend His Excellency, the Digital Governor of Cross River State, who has opened the media space. He's allowed everybody to have a fair share and a say of what's going on. So even in these studios, we bring in the PDP, we bring in other parties, and everybody gets to have their opinion. So we like to say kudos to him, and we must continue to enlighten. Our job is to enlighten, to inform, entertain, and educate, and we must continue to enlighten the masses so that when they are informed, they can make the right choices for us, in the coming democratic dispensation. Another thing why it's important is that we must get them to know what are they supposed to do on election day. Like now, we know that on a day like this, campaigns are over. There's no more campaigns again, but we have all the issues. You were just talking about the youth being, and they make up the critical mass of the people who are involved in politics and who participate. So we've got to educate them. How do you conduct yourself around the voting centers, and how would the results be transmitted? We also got to deal with security. What's the security situation? We also got to deal with the issue of INEC. These are all the issues that at a point like this, Nigerians, cross-riverians who are following us must be able to, get a first hand. And then also to put out critical information. We have our correspondents in the field. So we must be able to get them to give us critical information on what's happening. I remember the last time we were doing Cross River Divides, and there was a boat that was sinking somewhere off Bakassi. We had our people in the field who gave us that information. We were able to quickly pass it over to the police and the other relevant authorities, and I think some lives were saved because of that. So right now, CRBC is a very critical mass, especially when it comes to the fact that we are one credible outlet for information. When I talk about that, we must also remember that some outlets just want sensationalism, especially social media, and they put out wrong information. But people still look to CRBC because they want to know whatever CRBC puts out is credible information.
Okay. I would like to find out from you, because you are seated on the saddle as the general manager of the #1 radio and TV station in Cross River State. Can you assure Cross Riverians that there's going to be a balanced reportage of your people at the field there?
Oh, definitely, fantastic. You see, what does it what does it profit us not to be balanced? And as a media manager for His Excellency the Governor, I'm not afraid of any question. I'm not. The governor doesn't have anything to hide. I can categorically say that the things that needed to be said have been said by the actors who need to say it. When the ruling party had to say something, the APC, they said it. I think the chairman of the PDP is also going to be talking in the studios. So there's a balanced reportage, and even on your program Politics Today, we always balance out. I've seen people like from the PDP coming onto the show, and even on your show on radio. So we're a very professional outfit, and we can tell the public that we are going to give very balanced information that is necessary to go out there. But we're not going to just go for the sensational. We're going to tell you it as it is, and then we're sure that we're going to bring the correct reportage. It's very important and crucial at these times that media houses display professionalism, but a lot of them, the filthy lucre. And let me say this. It's been in the public space, the issue of dollar for dollar, pound for pound, naira for naira, and all those kind of things. We don't do that in this space. So it's not about the dollars, it's not about the pounds, it's not about anything. It's about us professionally doing our job. His Excellency the Governor hasn't given us any special fund because of the election. We're doing our job, and we will not take any pounds or dollars from anybody to come and project them. So, and he hasn't called me to say you must skew the reportage. So one thing we must give him kudos for. First of all, people don't understand in this information age, the governor is the first governor that has had this level of massive social media influx. He's the first governor that there are private radio stations. There are about 3 or 4 private radio stations that have sprung up since he became governor, which former Governor Leah Limoke did not have. I mean, you know them, Hit FM, Correct FM, Sparkling, Friday FM. They all came in, and he has given them the space to be able to say what they want to say. The only thing is, because we are a government-owned, media outfit, we must always be ready to put out the credible government information that is there and let people hear the right thing. Some know that there is an airport, for example, being built in Obudu, but some outlets will tell you there is nothing going on there. And it's our duty to bring you pictures, which we put out every day. It's our duty to let you know that these things are real and that they are happening.
Okay, so
that's our duty.
Let's also talk about, putting out information that some people would say that because CRBC, both television and radio are government-owned, we are a little bit stifled in terms of putting out the correct information out there.
Like I said, I'm marking 2 years this month as General Manager of CRBC. His Excellency the Governor has never told me what to report and what not to report. I think I'm a professional of over 30 years in real-time broadcasting, and I think I know what is right. Our platform is not to incite the public. Our platform is to project Cross River State and the government. That's what we are supposed to do. So we are a station for the people, and you have to know the truth about your government. And I can categorically say that since we came in, we developed a policy. We don't go after or attack perceived government opponents. We don't do that. What we do is we make sure that we are first off in front to give you the current information that is necessary. Because, blackmail, false information thrives where there is darkness. But if we quickly put out what the governor is doing, then it's difficult for you to criticize because the truth is already out there. And all of you would agree, you've seen the indices, the sharp critique of the governor has reduced within the past 2 years.
So let me quickly find out from you, where would you want Cross Riverians to rely on? Information, social media, or CRBC as the outcome of the by-election? Because we have a lot of people depending more on the social media, and we have more false stories coming out from there. So where would you encourage Cross Riverians?
Well, you got to come to CRBC because, for one, a lot of people would be posting results on social media, and they may not even be bloggers, they may not even be reputable media outlets. They'll just see one result, make up some results, post them out there. So for your best bet, especially when you're talking about results, we would only be able to get the certified results. Our people are there. We have people with the Commissioner of Police. We have people with the INEC. We have people with all the candidates. We have people in the field. It's a professional operation that we are doing right now. So real time we'll be able to tell you. And we don't publish results that have not been published or certified by INEC. So that's the situation that we are.
Okay, I think we just have to say a very big thank you to you, the General Manager, CRBC, Mr. Morrison. Thank you so much for your time. And
okay, just one more thing I'd like to say as a media manager. Please, and we're talking to the people of Cross River State. This is not a time for violence. This is not a time to pander to the whims and caprices of people who want to destroy our state. This is a time this is the time that you go, you make your choice, you go out to the field, you cast your votes, you go back home. Goodluck Jonathan said it, that the blood, you were talking about the youth of anybody, is not worth anybody's ambition. So people who come in and say it's a do or die affair, their children are not there. It's a do or die affair. So what we want is peaceful elections, and then at the end of the day we get results. And if you're not satisfied with the result, as we've seen in this country, people have the opportunity, they have the outlet to go and challenge whatever results there are. And, that's one thing you guys should also have a discussion about. We should be talking about the fact that it seems more cases, more elections are being decided in the courtroom rather than on the field. Much as we believe that, the courts are the final arbiters, and they are there to handle every form of conflict. The truth of the matter is, still it's better that the electorate know that their vote has the power. If not, all the colossal money that is being spent on elections is just a charade. If people believe, and that's what brings voter apathy, if people believe that even if they go to vote, somebody who doesn't deserve to win will just go to the court, obtain whatever votes that they have cast, and it will make a mockery of things. So we call for peace. We ask that the security operatives, they do their bit and make sure that there's calm, and also let's just ensure that we protect also the INEC staff. Those days,
it's very necessary.
We've had elections where they kidnap, hold at hostage, INEC
ad hoc
staff, youth corpers, and all kinds of people. These are the things that shouldn't be happening in our country. So all in all, we expect to have a good election. His Excellency the Governor has said so, and even speaking through his party has said that we want a fair and free election.
Mr. Maurice Enoch, really thank you for your time on the show this morning. And also say, I think we should just move away from politics. Congratulations to your club. I can see.
Don't go there.
Go ahead.
Well, to all our fans, to all our haters, it is what it is.
It is what it is. All right, thank you so much, sir. At this point, we'll just take a short break, and when we come back, of course, we'll be having our guests on set.